I'm Christina from Christina Wegman Fine Art, and you're watching No Huntsville.
All right, here we go. You ready, Joe?
Yeah.
All right, this is Tom.
I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville. This is a cool one because we don't do enough of these, the food episodes. We try to do, the whole gambit of the things that we cover, but we haven't done a food one in a while, so it's really good to have the guys in from Back Alley Bistro. We have Bill, Dennis, and Ronnie. Guys, thanks for coming in and talking about your restaurant. And food truck is what we're going to push today.
Awesome.
So why don't you guys give us a little background on the restaurant, and then we'll talk about the food and talk about the truck that you guys are going to start launching here soon.
All right, so I started Back Alley Bistro in 2013. Didn't know what I was doing, and so I was lucky enough to meet Bill, who a lot of people in Huntsville know from the 801 Franklin days.
Right.
And so we hit it off, and we've had a great 2014 together. Bumped into Dennis, and Dennis said he wanted to hop on board and do something cool, so he extended our concept at Back Alley Bistro into the Back Alley Traveling Bistro, which is a new food truck that we'll be showcasing here in Huntsville.
Nice. The food trucks are blowing up here in town, so yeah, that's a great idea. To give everybody a little bit of background, Back Alley Bistro, you guys are out in Decatur right now. You're at 209A 2nd Avenue, 2 blocks down from the Princess Theater, so everybody knows. And so tell us a little bit about the menu, what kind of food you guys have there.
I do globally inspired Southern food. I try to cook seasonally when available, at least as much as possible. We do a little bit of everything from big sloppy cheeseburgers to, a nice duck breast or seared scallop. We're kind of all over the board. I, fine dining done casually, basically.
All right, and then you're going to take that type of menu, and now we're going to extend it out to what everybody's been jumping on, and is the food truck bandwagon here. So you're going to take that menu, you're going to convert it over to a food truck, and you're going to be running that, right?
Correct. And like I said, Ronnie was saying that I got on board, and it was I didn't even really have this idea when I got on board.
Oh, okay.
And but I've been a huge fan of Chef Bill Hardin for way too long.
Right. As many people here in Huntsville probably are, right?
And then of course seeing Ronnie back in the day and his band, the Barnstormers, and Ronnie and I didn't really know each other, but through Chef we got to know each other.
Yeah.
And so I said, let's do a food truck.
Right.
And both of them kind of scratched their heads a little bit. And then I brought them the food truck, and they were like, "All right, let's do this."
Let's do it, right?
No, he just went out and bought one. It was like, so, hey, we're
So
good.
you'd never done,
Wow.
you'd never been involved with a food truck
No,
before?
no.
It's just all brand new stuff.
Yeah, it's all we're
Awesome.
kind of learning as we're going along, but I'm the talent
It
side,
sounds like
the
you got the
business
components
side.
You got it.
to do
Yeah,
it.
you got all that, and you got a town here that's completely supportive of the truck movement.
Yeah.
I mean, like outside every bar now, or at the breweries for sure,
Yeah.
is where these things are parking and probably just doing a killing. Speaking of which, so you're gonna launch your food truck coming up here the end of the month over at Straight to Ale, February 28th at 6 p.m. You guys are gonna park the truck outside. They got some other music going on that night, but you guys are gonna be there to serve it up then, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a really great relationship with the breweries. We did 14.
As do we, for obvious reasons.
Well, I mean, when you have a product everybody loves, and
Yeah.
all the breweries just across Huntsville have been so welcoming to other sort of entrepreneurs trying different things.
Yeah.
It's been really good. We just had a great relationship with them. We did 14 beer dinners.
14 beer dinners last
So
year.
we were doing one every 2 weeks, and focusing on local breweries and
Right.
trying to educate the people in Decatur as to the real importance of drinking local. Think local, drink local.
Yeah.
It's just been huge for us.
Right.
And then obviously then we could sneak off on a Saturday and go drink at these breweries and their right menus, and so we were having a great time doing
It's
that.
a tough job.
And were you pairing the food to the
Yes.
certain beers?
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
kidding. Wow.
So for instance, March 7th we'll be doing one with Rogue.
Right.
So we'll start off. We'll do 5 courses, 5 beers paired to each, a beer paired to each course. So you get sort of a broad spectrum of beers that tie in with your meal.
Wow. And that's going to be at the restaurant in Decatur.
At the restaurant,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, man. That sounds That sounds great.
And you offer the what you're saying, designated driver services, right?
Yeah.
Is that for those events or?
Yeah. So if somebody wants to come to one of the beer dinners, just hit us up on Facebook. We'll meet some people here in Huntsville. We'll drive you over. We'll drive you back.
Nice.
Man, we need to get up on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great idea.
All right, guys, so that's Back Alley Bistro over there in Decatur, obviously doing great things. Look out for the food truck because that's coming really soon. It's backalley.bistro.net, also on Facebook /Back Alley Bistro. Check these guys out in Decatur. Make a trip out there for a brunch one day. You guys are doing mimosas out there. We do that. So we can certainly make the trip out there. Check you guys out, but look for the food truck coming soon. And guys, thanks so much for coming in and talking about it. And I'm going to look forward to hitting the menu up and hitting the food truck up, and it's going to be great. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Get everything? Did we miss anything?
Unless you want to talk about old fashions or something.
You want to talk about fashions?
Well, see, that's the other area that we.